Hey there, my name is Nathaniel Matnick, the creator of the Removed film, and I wanted to take some time to chat a little bit about it. We've been getting a few questions that I think are great questions, and so I wanted to take the time to give a little bit of insight to that. So I recently got a message from somebody on Facebook, and I wanted to read a little bit of it and address some of the questions. Um, I have a few questions about the Removed project, so I've asked a few popular people on the internet about it, and they didn't seem to trust the project, which does make sense because a lot of causes that provoke a lot of emotion usually trick people and secretly only do it for business sake. Especially after the Ice Bucket Challenge, it's hard to support causes that seem like they do it for a good cause. The money goal for the campaign is so high, too, and with more than 50K, you could easily pay off a film crew, right? Or is there more to the money than that? Is it for making the accessories for awareness also, like posters, t-shirts, wristbands, etc., or other things? Is it is it really going to the cause of the core of helping the foster care system to make a change? It's a good question, and I want to talk a little bit about it. Um, I have seen the Ice Bucket Challenge going around, like probably everybody has. As far as I don't know anything more than that. So if they're doing something not good with the money, obviously that's unfortunate. Although I don't know if it's fair to say that because sometimes people misuse money. Everyone misuses money. But I want to talk about a little bit of the budget, which I think this is a really great question. So, in case you don't know, we're raising $120,000 to make Removed Part 2, the short film we made last year. How much did we make Removed for last year? Last year we made Removed for about the equivalent of $75,000 to $100,000. Um, but we actually only paid about $5,000 in reality, which we did out of our own pocket because we really believed in the project. And everyone else donated towards the project by donating their time, equipment, skills, locations, etc. But if you add all that together, what it would actually cost, it would have been around 75 to 100K. I'm not looking at the budget right now, but I wanted to talk about film budgets a little bit because I do realize that $120,000 seems like a lot of money for a 15-minute film, especially when you have some short films on Kickstarter that are trying to raise a lot less. So here's why. This film is going to be, it's going to look like a feature film quality. It's commercial film quality. So take a movie, for example. A low budget movie is usually not less than about $10 million. So if you break that down, that's about $1.6 million per every 15 minutes if it's an hour and a half length movie. So we're pretty proud that we're doing 15 minutes for only $120,000. I'll break it down a little bit more for you. I recently worked on a low budget commercial. We spent about $15,000 a day on shooting, and that's just with bare minimums. That's with the necessary permits and bare essential crew and equipment and insurance and whatnot that goes into it. That doesn't even count editing or pre-production. Um, and that is what it costs to make something that looks like you would see it on TV or in a theater. I was also just recently pitching for a commercial, and the budget for that was $88,000 per day of shooting. That didn't include pre-production or any editing at all. So right now, with $120,000, if we spend $15,000 a day, that only gives us like 5 days of shooting. We are making this for as cheap as we possibly want to do it while maintaining the quality of filmmaking that we want to do. We feel like because we believe in the cause behind this project so much, we really feel like it deserves to be made well, and we want people to watch it who not just care about the cause, but we want people to watch it simply because it's just really good, and that's how we spread awareness. Removed got spread among the community of foster agencies and people who care about that, but it also got spread to more people than that because it was worth watching. Which is this one. We want to do the same thing, but with this one, we even want to make it better than the first one, and it's going to be better than the first one. So where is all that money going? Is someone getting rich off that money? No, no one's getting rich off that money. In fact, to make it a little bit more personal, my wife and I have been working on the Kickstarter. We've been working on preparing for the Kickstarter, writing this film, all for no pay, full time for about the past two and a half months, meaning that we haven't been paid at all and we're pretty much almost broke. And we're doing it because we really believe in this project. Um, so the next question is, you have 50K already, isn't that enough? Well, and this is something a few people have said, and so I wanted to clear that up. So the way Kickstarter works is it's all or nothing. We either reach our goal or we get nothing. So really, until we've raised 120K, we haven't raised anything yet. You'll notice if you've pledged on Kickstarter, they'll send you an email, and the email says your credit card will be charged October 16th if we meet the funding goal. Um, Meaning that if we don't meet the goal, then your credit card doesn't get charged anything, we don't get any of the money, and we don't make Removed Part 2. Why are we crowdfunding the film versus just going to an organization who could potentially just fund it? The truth is, a few organizations did come to us when Removed first came out and asked about making Part 2, and we talked about it, and at first we were really excited, and the more we thought about it, the more we realized that this film really isn't our film. There are people who resonate with the film on a level that is so much deeper than we will ever understand. Christy and I grew up with really great parents, and so the film came out of us going through training to become certified to be foster parents, and as we were learning about these things that the film talks about. Um, and so we just put a lot of research into it. We've gotten so many messages from foster alum and current foster kids saying, how do you know how I feel so perfectly? And that is something that is just completely beyond us. That makes us realize that they are resonating with the film in ways that we don't even understand. Because of that, we wanted to take the film back to its audience, back to you guys, so that this could continue to be everyone's film. The problem with having one particular entity completely pay for it is there's usually always an agenda behind it, which is usually a good agenda, like we're trying to do this with it, or we're usually trying to do that with it. But we really wanted to make sure that it doesn't become marketing just for one particular organization. We really want it to be to be free on its own in a sense, so that it can still continue to be everyone's film. So that's the reason that we're doing it this way. I'll read a little bit more of this question I got on Facebook. See, also, I'm not against it, but your awareness videos look so professionally done, and you have a beautiful composer and a great graphic designer, etc. I would think anyone can do that for free or of low cost and money. And since you did make the first short film without a campaign before, you certainly could do it again if it's truly for the passion and love for the benefit of showing awareness for the foster care system. I'm no professional, I don't know much about film production, but I believe it's very possible, and with how much money is already donated to the cause, especially for a short film. And the main thing that will do the most good is the film, I believe. Okay, so again, we don't have any money dedicated to the cause until we've reached our budget, which is why it's really important that within the next 10 days we reach the full budget. Otherwise, there is no money. Everyone gets their money back. There is no Removed Part 2. Thank you for the compliment on the beautiful graphics. How are we doing that if we actually don't have money? So I'm the one doing that. As we're doing gazillions of emails and phone calls every day trying to keep the campaign going successful, I'm also staying up really late every night and working on graphics. I'm pulling still shots from different things that we've shot for Removed, and I'm using my own handwriting and taking pictures of it with my iPhone to then put that writing on top of the graphics that you may have seen, some of those statistic ones. Many of our friends have come on board and working for free again to help creating some of the promotional material for Removed. Um, but the idea that you should be able to do it for free again is a concept that a few people have asked, and so the reason is this: everyone who works on the project, who has worked on the project, and who will work on this project, this is what they do. They're skilled people who they do this as their livelihood, myself included. Meaning that when you're giving up months of your time for free, that's months of expenses that aren't being paid. That's your family not being provided for. And I don't believe that doing something for a good cause means that you should have to go homeless doing it. That doesn't make any sense. It's not sustainable. It would deter anyone from doing anything good. I spend my time making money doing music videos, commercials, internet promo videos. Now, if I want to do something that actually has more meaning behind it, like Removed, does that mean then therefore I should go completely broke doing it? I don't think so. The truth is, I'm willing to go completely broke doing it, like we did the first time, and like we're doing so far this time, because we really believe in it. But that's not sustainable, and with the attitude of if it's for a good cause, it should be done for free. You're not gonna get any good content done for any sort of good cause. Um, let's see. Okay, a little bit more. From the person who wrote me on Facebook. All I want to know, like many others, is to know how genuine and honest this project really is. I believe this is a worthwhile project, but I am afraid a lot of the money might go to less important things. I hope you take the time to reply. If you can, I would really appreciate it. Um, awesome. We also believe that it's a very worthwhile project, and I can tell you honestly that all of the money that we're raising is going towards the project. It's going towards uh, the filming of the project, is going towards getting the right equipment, which is not cheap, to do it in such a way that is feature film movie quality. Because we believe in the project, we really believe that there's no reason to not do it as good as it can possibly be. It's going towards paying the people who are working on the project, because there's no reason that they should be working for free in the same way that a social worker, they don't work for free, even though they're doing something that's really good and needed. All of the money will be going towards editing the project and then putting the project and marketing it so that people actually see it and it gets in front of the right people. For us, we really believe this project is important. Um, we believed it was from the beginning with Remove Part 1, and we were affirmed when we got reached out to by thousands and thousands of people, um, parents who saw the film and were saying things like, this changed my view on being a foster parent because of that. I have started the process of becoming a foster parent, or because of that, I now have a foster child. Or grandparents who are saying, I never really agreed with my kids for fostering, but after seeing your film, I'm completely in support of them. Plus, tons of messages from foster alum saying things like, how do you know my story so well? Or you've said things that I've never been able to say, or no one has ever validated my feelings. This has for the first time. Thank you. People have even been showing the film to foster kids to help them process what they're going through and to show them that they're not the only one in this boat. They're not the only one feeling like this. Plus, it's just been used as a great training tool for thousands of agencies around the world. Because of how helpful it's been, we are really excited to continue the story. Now, there's also been some confusion. Is this a short film or is this a full-length film? And I apologize for not being more clear about that. Removed Part 1 was a short film, so when we say we're doing Removed Part 2, nothing's changing. It's still being a short film. And we're doing that because we believe it should be a short film, not because we wish we could make a full-length film but just can't. We really want it to be consumable, meaning we really want as many people to be able to see it easily as possible. We want to be able to put it online and people can watch it. Making a full-length film, there's going to be a ton of money spent in figuring out how to get it in front of people in a way that they can watch it, because it's really hard to actually get someone to sit down for an hour and a half and watch something, especially if you're going to get them to go to the theater. And we really feel like this is the sort of thing that we want to spread online, just like the first one did, to be raising up awareness, to be a voice for these kids. So that's the reason for it being a short film. Sorry, I know this has been a long video. Thank you for watching all the way through. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping that I answered some of the main questions. If you have any other questions, please comment below. If you have any thoughts, please comment below. Please share this with people, because I feel like it's going to be really helpful for people to just hear some of these questions answered. We've got 9 or 10 more days to raise about another 60 grand, which is not a lot of time. I really feel like we can do it, but we really need your help. I know a lot of you, so many people, over 600 people have already backed the project, which blows our mind. But in order for there to be any project, it needs to be all the way funded. So please share this, please spread this. If people are asking you these same sorts of questions, feel free to explain it to them as well. We're really excited to make a really, really good short film that is the voice for foster children. Thanks for listening. Talk soon.